I'm sick today, and I'm just having a sick day. I had a tattoo appointment and that I had to reschedule. I was super excited to get it, but I had to reschedule it because I'm sick, and it's probably not a good idea to get a tattoo when you're sick. And I know the air's blowing, and I know it's probably loud, so I'm sorry. But I had this random feeling of making a video, just talking. I don't know if I'm even going to post this, but I've just been thinking since last year. I went to yoga teacher training in Nozara, Costa Rica last November, and I was there for about a month, and it was like the most, there's like no words to describe, there's no words to describe it at all. It was beautiful and amazing and bittersweet and extremely transformative, and I had a lot of clarity for who I was and what I wanted to be when I left there. And this morning I was going through my journal that I was writing in when I was in Costa Rica, and I have so much envy reading those pages, because now it's August of 2026 and I feel honestly nothing like that person who wrote those pages. I feel like I've been sucked back into my old life and old habits and thought patterns and everything. And yeah, I don't know. I really want to get all of that back. And I remember I kept on writing in my journal, like, I had this feeling of like being scared of going home. And even when I was home, in my journal I was writing about how I just felt weird about being home, like I didn't fully like it. And it's because I had this fear of like losing my Costa Rica magic, which was like just all the healing that I had gone through, and like all the clarity that I had and inspiration and just like fire to like do and get what I want, and believing that I could. And I don't know, I just really want all of that back. And I've been journaling today, this morning, because all I did today was just take a Dayquil, lay in bed, scroll on TikTok and Instagram, which I was supposed to have deleted, but you know, I downloaded it for one thing and then just kept it. So, but this is gonna be like a mess of talking. I was offered a managing position at like one of my new restaurant jobs. I've only been working there since like March, and I'm just a hard worker. That's just how I was raised. Like, I try really hard, and I, like, most of the time I would say you only have to tell me something once, and then I'm gonna try hard to remember to do it the right way and stuff like that, and just go out of my way to make sure I'm doing a good job. And I don't want to like upset anybody. I am a very people-pleasing person, so that translates into my work ethic. Anyways, I was offered a managing position, basically kind of told that I was going to be a manager. And I think they kind of are just assuming that I want that. And, you know, my first gut reaction was, I don't want this. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, you know, I'll be on salary and I'll be making tips. Like, It'll be better money. My family will be happy about this. It's like a responsible thing. I don't know. I just have this feeling of like I should do it. Like you should take this position. But then in the back of my mind, I don't want, like, I know I don't want it. I know it doesn't align with the life that I want. I know that I need to be putting my focus elsewhere. I need to be putting my energy elsewhere. And I know that this job is just a tool for me to make money to pay my bills. That's all it is. I don't want to be important there. I don't want to have to make decisions or tell people what to do. I don't want to be... I literally just want to go there to make my money and go home so I can live my life. So that's basically what I've been journaling about because I've been going back and forth on what I should do, what I shouldn't do. I'm also such a people pleaser that I'm like, well, I should say yes because they say that I'm the only one that they're thinking of to have this job because the current manager is leaving. And in my mind, my people pleasing mind, I'm like, well, if I say no, who are they going to get to be their manager? Like, I'm their only option. Like, I have to say yes or else it's going to cause them trouble. And that just goes back to, like, so much that I learned in Costa Rica of, like, you have to live this life for yourself. Like, what do you mean? Like, why am I worried about if I say no, then they won't have enough? They will find somebody else. Like, it's not that serious. They will find someone to manage their restaurant. Like, it's not that deep. But that's how I make decisions in my life if I'm not being intuitive or intentional about the decisions. If I don't take a moment and sit there and think, like, why am I doing this? And that was a big thing in Costa Rica at Nexus. I did my yoga school at Nexus, which I highly recommend. They're amazing. But that was a big thing there, is like, is fear in the driver's seat or is love in the driver's seat? And are you making these decisions? Are you doing these actions? Are you saying these things out of love or out of fear? And if you want to live your life intentionally, you need to take a step back and question that. Like, okay, am I saying yes out of love or out of fear? Am I saying no out of love or out of fear? And that's been something that I've held on to, and that's stuck with me the most, which I'm very thankful for, because it's helped me out through a lot through this year. And I think I was gonna say yes to the managing position out of fear up until I journaled this morning, and now I fully have clarity that I don't want to do it. I want to use it as a tool to pay my bills. I want to use my energy in my yoga career. I want to use my energy to post YouTube videos. My dream life is to make YouTube videos and teach yoga and host my own retreats, and I want that to be my job. I want to post YouTube videos, teach yoga, and I want to be paid for that. I want that to pay my bills. I want to be able to sustainably live off of that income. And in order to do that, I don't need to put stress or energy into something else that just doesn't align with what I want at all. So I'm gonna say no, which is gonna be hard because I have like a whole people pleasing thing of like letting people down and disappointing people, but I know that I need to do that. Your dream life is on the other side of you saying no to what does not align and yes to what does align with you. And I know that I do not need to settle for something that I do not want. There's no reason for me to settle because I know what is out there is tangible for me to have. I can have it too. If someone else can have it, why can't I? Also, audacity is like the biggest thing of like, I saw some TikTok or whatever, it was like, everyone has talent, but not everyone has the audacity. And there's so many talented people out there, but there's not a lot of people with the audacity to put themselves out there, put themselves on YouTube, put themselves on in front of a crowd, like to be judged and to be rejected. Like, you have to have the audacity because that's how you get to where you want to go. And you have to be rejected sometimes, and you have to be rejected multiple times, but you still have to keep showing up to where you finally get the chance where someone says yes, or your video blows up, or you get this amazing opportunity. You just have to be in the right place at the right time, but you have to be prepared for that. So, yeah, this is basically a pep talk for myself, but I felt the need to video it. Because, I don't know, I feel like maybe it'll help someone else who is like going through a similar thing, or is like not believing in themselves, or is just feels stuck. Like, I just feel stuck sometimes. But another thing about the managing position is I'm going on a yoga retreat at the end of this year, and I've had it planned for a couple months now that I was going, and I just recently marked it off on the work calendar, but I haven't had a full conversation with them about it yet. But I know if I said yes to the managing position, they would also probably insinuate that I probably wouldn't be able to go on the retreat. Like, that they would need me there, and I don't want to be needed. I want to be able to do what I want to do. Another thing that is like a cliche that you hear everyone say is that your routines and schedules and choices need to match up with your dream life. But that is so true, because you're not going to get there if those things don't align. Which right now is why I feel like just something isn't working, is because my schedule is so closed off. I've been working a lot at the restaurant and then my other restaurant job, that I don't have time to live the slow life that I want to live, to video, make vlogs or content for that slow living lifestyle, or go to yoga classes, workout classes at my studio, or have time to be able to read up on yoga and spirituality and all that stuff that I want to do to grow my own practice and to grow my own teaching. Like, right now my schedule does not align with that, so I'm not able to live that. And that's why I need to make this decision, so that my schedule can align with the life that I want to live. I also need to get past the, like, posting for perfection. Like, I have this whole aesthetic in my mind of my videos and stuff, and like, if stuff isn't quite working out, if I don't quite have all the content perfectly how I want it to look and stuff, I just won't post it. And I need to get past that, because consistency is way better than perfection. If I'm posting at least like one video a week, that's way better than one perfect video every couple of months. I'm gonna keep on journaling, and then I'm gonna read probably the rest of the day. I have this book that my cousin got me for Christmas last year when I got back from teacher training. It's The Inspired Yoga Teacher. I've read a little bit of it. And it's actually really good. It has some really good quotes and just thoughts and stuff. So I'm probably going to read that. And then, yeah, that's going to be my day. But I'll see y'all in my next video. Will probably be much more cutesy vlog than this. I think I am going to post this actually, so...